chapter 59, 1 through 3. And it reads, Behold, Yahuwah's hand is that short that it cannot save, neither his ear heaven that it cannot hear. But your iniquities have separated you. He separated between you and your Elohim. And your son hath hid his face from you, that he will not hid. For your hands are defiled with blood, and your fingers with iniquity. And your lips have spoken lies. Your tongue has muttered purposes. It is not Yahuwah that cannot save you, nor hear your prayers. It is the sins that you have committed that separates you from Elohim. For your works were committed in sin, and you have spoken lies which are sin. You have defiled your spirit with sin, which cuts you off from the Most High.
Hallelujah. All right, once again, Shalom, Israel. Shalom. Brother Eric, could you move that mic from you? Yeah, just move. All right. Shalom, Israel, once again. All right. So we going to have a short lesson today. That's going to be done. We're going to do a slideshow. So first of all, I do want to welcome all guests. And I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out on this Shabbat day. Me and the brothers, this is Brother Kevin to my right, and then Brother Darren to my left. What we're going to do is we're going to do a lesson, and this lesson is based on examining yourself. At any point, at any time, anyone can chime in. Just raise your hand so one of the brothers can, identify you, so we can get you in order, in decency and in order. So at this particular time, we will go ahead, Brother Eric. We're starting now. So we're going to start off here with 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. So we're going to go with, you want to read that for us, Brother Kevin?
2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Examine yourselves, whether you be in the faith, prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushua, our HaMashiach, is in you, except ye be reprobates.
So we got to understand that we're not looking for the approval of men. We're not really worried about what men think when it comes down to our salvation. Our biggest thought and our biggest worry should be that our HaMashiach understands where we are, and that we are being as truthful as possible. Number one, you know yourself. We don't worry about the judgment of men. We worry about the judgment of ourselves. We judge ourselves. We don't worry about anyone, because if we judge ourselves and we put ourselves in place, then there's no condemnation when someone says something negative about you, because you know better. Am I correct? Okay, next slide, my brother.
Reprobate defined. Reprobate means to condemn strongly as unworthy, unacceptable, or evil. To foreordain to damnation. To refuse to accept, which is also reject.
So, in line with what we were just talking about, if we don't examine ourselves and put ourselves in a position of salvation, and we're not dependent on our HaMashiach, Yahushua, then we know then that we're heading in the wrong, in the direction of reprobate. So as we head in the direction of reprobate, then it says reprobate is to be condemned strongly as unworthy. Unworthy of what? Unworthy of the kingdom. Unworthy of the covering of the Most High. Right? Unacceptable. Or just an evil person. Next slide, my brother.
Lamentations 3:40. Let us search and try our ways and turn again to the Elohim, to our Elohim.
So what do you mean by let us search? Let us search. Well, we all know what searching is. Yes, Sister in the back.
Search the heart.
Yes. But we know that when it says search the heart, that means those feelings and things that we are embedded in, our thoughts, right? Our mind, those things that we are embedded in, those things that we live by, those things that we do on a daily basis as a ritual type thing. We want to know that, you got to search yourself. And are these things that we're doing, are these the right things that we should be doing on a daily basis? Is this what we actually should be doing?
And also according to who? I mean, we should.
Yes.
Because there's one thing that, a man thinks some things that even that we may naturally think, but we're supposed to be turning to the Most High and doing what He says is right, not what we think is right.
Exactly. Okay, my brother.
We love to seek out someone else's error, yet we struggle with looking at our own.
Isn't that real easy to do? It's really easy to look at somebody and say, okay, that person doing this, that person doing that, this person don't have that right, this person not keeping this person doing that. But then in the same fashion, some of the same things we're pointing at them about is some of the same exact things we're doing. But in most cases, Israel like to point someone else out in order to what? Hide themselves. I don't have to focus on me because I'm focusing on you. If I can get you to feel bad about what you are doing, I don't have to worry about what I'm doing. And nobody else is focused on me. Yes.
Well, you kind of said it, but in the meantime, with Israel, as we awaken, we're fighting over, different groups are saying this one's not right, that one's not right, but nobody's saying, why don't we line up with the word?
Yes, exactly. But even when even though Scripture said that we shouldn't debate the word, you can still discuss the word if you're open-minded and willing to edification. And then inside your own heart, you have to know within yourself whether have the intentions to follow the Ruach, to understand whether or not you are right, or if you're going down the right path, do you have the right doctrine, are you going under the, there's some things that's going to come right through the Ruach, it's going to convict you right inside the Ruach. So those things right there that convict you, if you're convicted about anything, you know that's not the right thing. It's time to turn and make a change. Yes, sir.
No.
Okay. You see that? So that says, I don't see anything. You see that? Yeah. You don't point out everything on everybody else. But you look in that mirror, I don't see nothing. I'm just as perfect as I can possibly be. There's nothing wrong with me. All right?
Yeah, there's another thing that we do sometimes is it's the exact same thing. We're calling out other people and their folly and their errors, but sometimes we're doing it to try to lift ourselves up, whether in our own minds or in other people's minds, which again is still a terrible thing to do.
Right, and so in all actuality, you can't build your own pleasure based on somebody else's pain. It's not going to work. The Ruach don't even work that way, actually, right? Okay, my brothers.
Ezekiel 18:27-28. Again, when the wicked man turneth away from his wickedness that he hath committed, and doeth that which is lawful and right, he shall save his soul alive. Because he considereth and turneth away from all his transgressions that he hath committed, he shall surely live, he shall not die.
You see, so even though we see a person as being wicked, someone's behavior can be, just outrageous. It can be just, straight from the slum. It's just nothing good about it. There's nothing righteous about a person's behavior. But that same person can be pricked by the word that you could have given them if you had been on point. But someone else came through and pricked them with a word, and that particular person began to do those things which is lawful and those things which are right. And what do we mean by lawful? We mean in accordance to the Torah, right? Because what's right to me may not line up with the Torah. Unless I'm lined up with the Torah, then that's different, right? But everything should be really based on the word of the Most High. And then it says that because he considers and turns away. See, a big word in that thing is consider. A lot of us see things, we read things, we hear things, but we don't apply things with consideration about ourselves. We have to consider. There has to be a pause, a point of time that is spent between you and the issue at hand. If it just blow by like the wind, there's no consideration there. You have not lined yourself up with it in accordance to the law. The Most High, according to the Torah. So when he considered, because he considered and turned away from his what? Transgression. Right? That he had committed. Is that he shall surely live, and he shall not die. Next time, brother.
Ezekiel 18, 29 through 30. Mm-hmm. Yet saith the house of Israel, the way of the Lord is not equal. O house of Israel, are not my ways equal? Are not your ways unequal? Therefore I will judge you, O house of Israel, everyone according to his ways, saith the Lord God. Repent and turn yourselves from all your transgressions, so iniquity shall not be your ruin.
So now, out of all the nations of the Bible, he pointed out one nation. He went right to Israel. That was his concern. According to Scripture, it says that he came back for who? The lost sheep of Israel, right? So he came back for the lost sheep of Israel. Those things that we should consider those things that he has pinpointed, that format that he's put in place, that we might live by that format and become a righteous type of people, that we can enter into the promised kingdom. But it says that but yet says the house of Israel. He didn't say yet says Edom. He didn't say yet says the Sodomites. He said, yes, says Israel, his people, his chosen people, the people that he has surnamed after himself, says this. Right? They say, the way of the Lord is not equal. Meaning it's not right. It's not fair. It's not equal. Right? And then it says that, and then it says, O house of Israel, are not my ways equal? Are not your ways unequal? Because what we begin to do is, as a whole, Israel as a whole, I'm not talking about one individual, but what Israel does as a whole, what they begin to do is, they choose their ways over the ways of the Most High. Because remember, Scripture says that, it's not in the lesson, but it says, when there was no king in Israel, every man lived by his own ways. Right? So if you live, now the Torah had been already set, and already been put in place. When there was no king, when the kings left Israel, or when there was no king governing Israel, the law was already in, there was a king in place. But they had heard of the Torah, they had heard of the law, they had heard of sin. But they still say that their ways a better way than his way. Then he said he would judge them. And he will judge them in according to what? Their way. Not according to his way, according to their way, but their ways has to line up with those things that he has set forth. Yes, ma'am.
It's just the arrogance and the stiff-necked mindset that they have, that they even have the nerve to say to the Most High, his ways are not.
Right.
That's real arrogant to say that to the Most High. Your ways are not easy.
Mm-hmm.
He's the creator.
That's bold.
That's what
out there.
It's almost like telling your church.
It is. And I'm going to tell you, there's no way in the world I would ever say that my part. You're right. Whatever you say is right, and I would do. Yeah, that dude was paying with me. So I understood that.
That was Judges 21, 25. So that's the last verse in Judges. It says, in those days there was no king in Israel. Every man did that which was right in his own eyes.
You see that? So it's just like we're living in that time. Because it's like everyone want to live according to what? Their own, and live in a way of those things they see as right through their own eyes.
And a lot of times, well, typically speaking, and even now, we're looking at everybody else. We're looking at the other nations and what they're doing, and what I guess a perception of fun or good stuff as far as they're concerned, or as far as we're concerned, as opposed to looking at what the Most High says as good and righteous. And we're kind of envious of the other nations, and then we begin to follow after the other nations, and by doing that, we're Ananites.
But, and so you also got to understand, but if you see something that's not right, you got to line up, you got to make sure you're lined up. It's not so much exposure, but it's got to be a point of being self-kept. So you got to keep yourself. Next slide, bro.
Ezekiel 18, 31 through 32. Cast away from you all your transgressions, whereby ye have transgressed, and make you a new heart and a new spirit. For why would you die, O house of Israel? For I have no pleasure in the death of him that dieth, says our Elohim. Behold, wherefore turn yourselves and live.
That's how self-explanatory is. Because at the end of the day, our way will take us directly to death. That's at the end of the day, right? If we look around, we'll see that the system that we're living in and the land that we're living in is very chaotic. If I say this word right. It's to a point that you don't know whether the government's going to crash, whether it's not going to crash. You don't know what they're going to do here, what they're going to do there. So we also have to look at that if these things go down, then what do we do? There's nothing that we can personally do to withstand a government of the size of the nation that we actually live in. There's nothing that we can do. But the Most High, our Hamashiach, can do all things. He can preserve us through anything that we ever possibly go through. He can. Because everything that is going on is just like during the time when Pharaoh was in Egypt. He hardened Pharaoh's heart so that Pharaoh would do the things that he wanted Pharaoh to do in order to what? Magnify himself. Same difference. It's the same difference. We cannot go through this transition from bondage, being bondmen and bondwomen, into kings and queens, and into the inhabitants of the kingdom without a drastic change in this land. And we have to understand that. So that's something that we have to understand. So we got to keep our hearts and our minds lined up to see what's going on around us also. Because what's going on around us makes a difference, because a lot of that stuff lines right up with what's going on inside the book. The things he wanted to know, you know. And also, one time he said that I have no pleasure in the death of him that died. I mean, well, what's the benefit? Why would he have pleasure in it, right? He made man that man would actually exist forever until sin came to play. Until sin came to play, there was not a death date placed upon man. after sin took place, then man was given, if I'm correct, 70. Right? So now there's a time limit on there. I read in another book, I don't want to say what I read in another book by King James Version. But I did see 70. So that's what we had to go with. So next time, brother. You had a comment? Good.
How do you identify transgressions?
Anybody? No? Yes? Right, exactly. She said, how do you, she said, sin is a transgression of the law. So how do you identify transgression? Transgression is a different.
So identified is also when your daily walk. So
Yeah.
if you're living your daily walk, it'll be like how people perceive how you are.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know that you're not supposed to be doing something, you're gonna feel it. You're
Right.
gonna make you feel it. So that's how I look at it.
And you're going to bring it to your attention.
Oh yeah.
When you do
You
it,
have a subtract.
yes, it's going to happen automatically. You ain't going to have to sit there and think, well, let me check myself. No, it's going to pop into your mind either in the process of doing what you're doing before you even can, as you consider to do what you're about to do. That's not lined up with the Torah.
Yes, I agree with that. And in addition to that, reading His Word, because a lot of times, I can speak for myself, not reading it and then not reading it, I don't know. Not reading His Word, I don't know. There's some things, there's some things that, let's say, spiritually or morally may occur to me. There are many other things that I had no idea about before reading His Word, before reading the Torah. And by reading, I understand what my transgressions have been. I also understand what path He tells me to walk.
Yes, ma'am. Huh? Okay, next slide, bro.
1 John 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
So, I don't have, I should have this in place. That's self-explanatory. So it's funny how people can, and this is not identifying anybody personally, but it's funny how people can teach against sin, but they say that the law, they saying that the law has been done away with. How can you teach against sin? And sin is a transgression of the law, but you say the law don't exist. That don't make sense, Will.
At the same time, saying that the Old Testament is no longer in effect, and this is a New Testament scripture.
Yes, directly from the New Testament, yes.
Yes, and they make up their own laws as far as sin, based off the culture they live in.
Right.
So, based off this culture, it's a sin to drink.
Right, exactly.
Based off this culture, it's a sin to dance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's why I was talking Christianity.
Yes.
It's a sin to drink, it's a sin to dance.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, if you look at Israel, they were so ingrained in culture. They were less religious and more cultural. And today we are more religious and less cultural.
Right.
You know, and then so whatever the teachers hear, they don't pay that sin. They say,
Mm-hmm. And I can remember going in churches and they actually taught those things that she just spoke of. You know, if you are, but you know, but there's another thing to that. We got to think about this, right? You're not supposed to be a drunkard. You're not supposed to go out and get pissy drunk to a point where you can't control yourself or that you become a danger to yourself or anyone else. Right? But to have a drink is not a sin. Yes, ma'am.
Unless you know you have a problem.
Now, if you know you got a problem drinking,
You need not be drinking.
right. If you know that that's right, if you know that you're alcoholic and just the smell of alcohol won't sit you wrong, you don't even open the cap, you know, and to be really you know, honestly and truthful about it, alcohol at one point was a recreational thing. Am I correct? It was a thing of recreation. People would drink, you know, on a social, you know, as they socialized, right? But as Israel, and I'm going to back up. So when you do something social, most of the time you're doing something socially, it's a pleasurable thing that you're doing. Am I correct? Right? So what is the law of the Sabbath? Take no pleasure of what?
For yourself.
For yourself. So why do we have people teaching that you can drink on the Sabbath? Because when you drink on the Sabbath, you're taking pleasure upon yourself. And now, no matter how much of a stand-up woman or stand-up guy you are, you have violated the law. Because you're taking a pleasure upon yourself. And there are people that actually teach that. I call it in the name, I would never do that. But that is something that's true. So I'm saying to say that on the Sabbath, there should be no consumption. Because that's a pleasurable thing. If that's a pleasurable thing, you shouldn't do that. Anything of pleasure should not be done on the Sabbath. And that's from sundown yesterday until sundown today. And I'm sure there's going to be there's some people that come up with something different about that. But go ahead. No, exactly. Unless it's a feast day. On feast days, you can't, you know, drink on the feast day fall on the Sabbath, you can have a drink on the Sabbath. But even then, you don't get so drunk that you're position. Right? Yeah, to do it with that, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going to say with discretion. And that's how you do it, you know, you have to do it responsibly. Okay? But sin is the transgression of the law. If the law has been, the Torah or the law has been done away with, or if the Old Testament has been done away with, then there's no need for churches.
Just to add on what Elder said, even in the New Testament, our Mashiach said in Matthew 5:17, he said, "Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy it, but to fulfill it."
So he came to fulfill the law. He said he didn't come, and he came to fulfill the things that the prophets had said. So he came to fulfill everything. He didn't come to destroy any of that. Yes, ma'am.
In the church, you would read that as, I did not come to destroy, but I came to destroy.
Or they'll read it like, you know, he didn't come to destroy while he was living, but once he died, that was the destruction. He fulfilled everything. That's not what he said, and that's not what he says after he died, after he sacrificed himself.
Exactly. So, yeah, I guess, I've learned over the years, right, that if you're looking for a controversial state of mind, if everything is a challenge, then you're not considering. If you consider, unless it's something that comes out of your mouth that's crazy, like I come out of my mouth and walk up to one of the brothers or one of the sisters and say, "Hey, you know the law been done away with," and they don't tell it, they call out, the law hasn't been done away with it. You know, this is not a good conversation for us to pick like that. But, you know, it's just that, you know, when the truth comes around, we have to be open to the truth, truly enough. You know, we have to be open to it. But, yes, and vain doctrines are not good. But what's the next slide, my brother? Okay, so we're talking about, as you can see, I know the camera can't pick this up, but we have a diagram here that's talking about a central man on one side, there's a gap in the middle, and then there's a church, and they say, our holy, it should be say, our Elohim on the other side, but that's what the diagram we possibly get, and it's a holy God. But if I could get one of the brothers to read Ephesians 2 and 1, and the other one take Romans 6 and 23. Oh, praise God, the heat works good in here, y'all. Man. Oh my Lord. You want to take back that statement you said? You pretty good. Ephesians 2 and 1.
Ephesians 2, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And you have he quickened.
And you have been quickened.
Who were dead in trespasses.
Who was dead based on your transition, your trespasses. Uh-huh. That's it?
Yep, it is.
And Romans 6 and 23.
Uh-huh.
For the wages of sin is death.
For the wages of sin is death.
For the gift of God is the eternal life through Yahushua HaMashiach, our Adonai.
Y'all see that? So the wages of sin is death. So the wages of sin is death, and you saying that and sin is transgression of the law, then how can you sin without the law? It's not possible. It's just not possible. And I don't understand how someone can actually teach that and then people actually grasp it and run with it. It don't make sense to me. And then if we get Isaiah 59 and 2 and Romans 3 and 23.
Isaiah 59, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
But your iniquities have separated between you and your Elohim.
That's coming from the book. That's coming from the same book that we read on Sunday. It's the same book. And it says, what on, brother?
And your sins have hid his face from you, that he will not hear.
Let's go back and start it again from the top.
Isaiah 59, verse 2.
Isaiah 59, verse 2.
But your iniquities have separated between you and your Elohim.
But your sins have separated you between you and your Elohim. That's the gap that we're seeing on that diagram there. And then what else, my brother?
And your sins have hid his face from you.
Meaning that he can't even hid his face. He's not even observing you based on your sin. What?
That he will not hear.
That he will what?
He will not hear.
People think that they can go out and sin and praise the Most High. Oh, I'm blessed and highly favored. Really, you keeping the laws? No, I'm blessed and highly favored. You know, the Old Testament is done away with. And the Torah is done away with. But I'm blessed and highly favored. Got a official back account. But I'm blessed and highly favored. It don't make sense. How can you be blessed and highly favored and you're not even keeping the Torah? It's not possible. There's certain things that's just not possible. It's not possible for me to go out there and eat up all the snow off the ground. It's just not going to happen. And what's Romans 3 and 23, my brother?
Romans 3 and 23.
Uh-huh.
For all have sinned and come short of the glory of God.
There's nobody walking around saying, I'm the perfect man. I've never sinned before in my life. I beg the difference. Yes, ma'am. Oh, well, you know, the Pope don't tell a lie, and he moved around like, and I ain't trying to go on the Pope. But when that man creep up in there to that stand, he ain't never could have committed a sin in his life. Probably just been eating somebody's child. But he had committed a sin in his whole life. Isn't that something?
But people treat him like that.
Yeah,
And
they work.
every president has to go and kiss his ring on his hand.
Oh, yeah.
What president do we know that has not kissed his hand? Isn't that something?
And in that system, they, from what I limited understanding, they go to him or the fathers to confess their sins so that the people that they confess to can say your sins are forgiven or do this or do that.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, he chasing little boys all over the building, trying to get them to pop through the trap door of the sanctuary. Little boy get damaged for life. Yes, ma'am.
And a lot of people don't know it's a black color.
Right.
Not
And-
black in color.
Exactly.
He wears black and he does a lot of stuff behind the scenes.
And the black pope is higher than the white pope that got put around. The black pope is higher than he is. He's not black like us, but we have that sense, I hope. He's a guy that wears black. And he makes a call on a lot of stuff that goes down that we don't realize that he makes a call. Have anybody heard of the black pope? Huh?
Black and red. And red in too.
Yeah, okay, the black and red.
No, that's not, he's all black folk. That's what it's called.
Oh, I thought his outfit was a little red.
No.
He's all black.
You had a little red thing?
Yeah, I thought that.
Okay. I thought I saw like a red cross on
I
his
did.
thing. But okay, but anyway, he's the black pope, and this guy normally wear, on right, he normally wear a black suit, am I correct? He won't even wear the garment, he normally wear a black suit. You heard him, right? You heard the black pope? This guy makes some calls that the pope can't make. Now why, if black is so bad, why would they make a higher guy the black pope? I think this is St. John. They got John, but I think it's St. John. I think it's St. John 17 and 3. St. John 17 and 3. Is it St. John? Yeah, but yeah.
All right, Gospel of John 17 and 3.
Uh-huh.
And this is life eternal,
That's it.
that they might know you, the only true Yah, and Yahushua HaMashiach, whom ye have sent. Whom you have sent.
So now, if you listen to what he said, if everybody listen to exactly what this brother just said, give it to him again, bro.
John 17 and 3.
And let me jump in with you. Go ahead.
And this is life eternal,
And this is life eternal,
that they might know you, the only true Yah.
that they might know you. Talking to Elohim, the only true Yah. Right? What?
And Yahushua HaMashiach,
And basically, and the only true Yahushua, our Mashiach,
whom you have sent.
whom you have sent, whom the Most High has sent, whom Yah has sent, right? So therefore, there is a false God with a false Mashiach coming down through here. That means that somebody is following something that's not true.
Several false Mashiachs.
Yes. Right. Because if you go to the Catholic Church and something happens to Mary, man, that's some real serious things going on in there. The statue of all, it's a problem. Service got to stop. Change order service. Get her fixed. So she can speak to us. But we got to understand that if there is if it says you are the only true Elohim, then there is a false Elohim somewhere. It's just like having a Jewish people. Then there is a Jew somewhere. If you got a bluish car, there is a blue car somewhere. If you got I can say blackish, that's a movie. That's a show. So what I'm saying there's always an original, and then comes what? A replica or something of the same sort, right, brother?
Yeah, something like Ishmael's life.
Right.
Or something like it, or kind of around that meaning.
I'm almost here though, man. You know what I mean? Something like that, man. Something like that, man. But who will follow that? The word ish itself would throw me off. I'm like, come on, man. You mean the real deal? So we know that the Jewish people is over in Jerusalem right now today. So where's the Jews?
Right here.
And now we got to think about this, ma'am. And now we got to think about this. What is Jew? But that's a language, am I correct?
Jew. Judaism comes from a religion.
All right. Exactly. So we got to understand that if there's Jewish people over there, there's one guy that said, how did the Jews leave black and come back white? That was a real good question. I don't think they answered that one yet. That's one they don't want to answer. Can y'all put the camera off? Let's edit that. Can y'all get her out of here? Go ahead and we'll get her out of here. Next slide, my brother.
Haggai 1, 5-7. Now therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways.
See, it says that he just said consider it. If you consider it, if you don't consider something, that means you have no thought of even entertaining it, whether it could be true or whether it could be false. You have to consider it, weigh it. Right, my brother?
Ye have sown much and bring in little.
Wow.
Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none more. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. And
this is some of the things that actually happen. If we would look at, yes ma'am. Oh, if y'all want, no? Right? Okay. All right. So what we have to look at is that there are people that sow, right? I got a good example for you. I can't think of the man's name, but if you go over and turn your TV and you get it going, it's going to say, every time you see his face, he got a beard. I don't know what his name is, white guy. Every time you see his face, he's trying to get you to sow a seed. And if you sow a seed of $75, this dude, he is tough though. He won't $400, $500. And if you sow a seed, and he give you a good number of $486. Man, why can't just give you $5, man? But if you sow a seed of $486, the Lord will do something very miraculous in your life. It's going to grow. You can give that $486 and don't see nothing happen. Yes, ma'am.
Because they do stupid stuff like that. Open the Bible, land in the scripture, and be like, oh, the 48th chapter, the 6th verse. And that verse would probably say something about money or something. And then like, the Lord told me to tell you $486 because I read the 48th chapter or whatever in the 6th verse.
And people buy that. They buy it. Just think about it. A $1.99 cloth, if you cut it in, and it's a 12 by 12, you cut it in 1 inch squares. That's a lot of money at $468 a square. Right? That's a lot of money. I want to do it this way.
The more you sow, the more faith you have.
That's what they're saying. But it seems to me, the more you live by the law, the more faith you have. So also it says that it also says you eat and you have not enough. You can eat, but maybe not enough to fill you. You know, it says you wear clothes, but you're not warm. So it's a part of being obedient to the Most High that He takes care of you and that He makes sure everything goes right. Yeah, pick the next slide. So there you go. You got, and you got the garden there. You got, people go by and put 100 seeds in the garden, and like 2 seeds might pop up.
Yeah, because when he was telling us about the promised land, and telling us how it is, he was letting us know how fruitful it is, how fertile the land is, and all these different things, and then this is a contrast to that. I mean, us getting into the promised land was again based on us following Him. So again, this is also a contrast of what happens when we don't follow, how the land is.
Exactly. Next slide, brother. Drink, but you're still thirsty. That's still pretty hot right there. Next slide. It says you working but always broke. It's like you check in, get to the house. But by the time
And especially those people that got that automatic debit coming out. Man, as soon as your check hit the bank, and people sitting there snatching it back out, and you go home, I got $12 gas to go another 2 weeks. So get lunch. Right it is. You see, you wear layers, but what? But you're still cold. Yes, sir. Consider your ways. Next slide.
And that's also pointing to the curses. You know, like there's some things that he says, you know, that some scriptures that talk about things, but if you are really understanding him, he's talking about the curses in certain senses. So we're able to really read into what he's saying. Those are things that we were cursed. Those were curses that he said would come to pass. And again, by him saying, "Consider your ways," he's saying, "Consider your ways. Consider what you're not doing," which is again taking us back to the law, statutes, and commandments.
Yes, and definitely if you go to Deuteronomy 28 and you read those first 15, those things he promised to you if you live, you know, promised to Israel if Israel lived right. Those things were so beautiful that I'm telling you that churches just they can't help from reading them. They in every other lesson. But they didn't go from 16 through 68 by the things that were going to happen if you didn't do it. And those curses the curses in 16 through 68 were the direct result of what they didn't do in 1 through 15. Next slide, my brother. Psalms 32 and 1.
Psalms 32, verse 1. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom the Most High imputeth not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile. When I kept silence, my bones waxed old through my roaring all the day long. For day and night thy hand was heavy upon me. My moisture is turned into the drought of summer. Selah. I acknowledged my sin unto thee, and my iniquity have I not hid. I said, I will confess my transgressions unto the Most High, and thou forgavest the iniquity of my sin. Selah. For this shall every one that is godly pray unto thee in a time when thou mayest be found. Surely in the floods of great waters they shall not come nigh unto him. Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. Selah. I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with my eye.
I will guide thee with my eye. Right? So you're looking for the guide to the Most High. But let me ask a good question. A real good question, right? And if anyone can answer that for me. Do the Most High hear the prayers of sinners?
Except for the prayer of repentance.
That was my next question. You should answer both of them in one.
Make sure you're not confused.
Good answer, no, I'm just joking. But yeah, that's true. He does not hear. John 9:31. Y'all want to read it? Y'all want to hear it? But he does not hear the sinner's prayer. But a prayer of repentance he do hear. Next slide. Yeah, let's get John 31.
John 9:31. Now we know that Yahuwah hears not sinners, but if any man be a worshiper of Yah and does his will, him he hears.
You see that? Everybody heard that, right? Okay. So when we get in, so even let's go to another level. We're gonna drop down a level. All right. And then we're gonna go up a level. If a child do something wrong, they know they're about to get beat, and they know they're not living right, and they try to pray, and they're gonna be delivered from that whipping, not by him. Yes, ma'am.
He said, it's not that he doesn't hear, but he hides his face from the company of iniquity. Isaiah 59, that the hands of the Lord not sharp, showing that he cannot
Right,
say
my brother.
that his ears hear, okay, here cannot hear that way. But your iniquity has separated between you and your God, and your sins have hid his face from you, that he will not hear.
Exactly, and Brother Eric opened up with that. So that's the first thing Brother Eric read this morning, right? And I know you want to hear it. But he was saying how your sins can separate you from the Most High. So he can't even hear you even when you pray to him because of your sinful ways. Right? You get to it, right? You good? Okay. We're going into Ecclesiastes. I got that right. Look, there, I think we had it. 18, 20 through 26.
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 18.
That's going to be inside the Apocrypha.
Chapter 18, verse 20.
Uh-huh.
Before judgment, examine thyself.
It says before judgment. Now listen now, wait a minute. It says before judgment, examine thyself, right? But no man knows the day nor the hour. Right? That he's going to be taken from this earth. Am I correct? You can't. I'm going to tell you, when I was a kid, I always thought, I said, look, I'm going to do all I want to do, because I grew up in church. I said, I'm going to do all I want to do, all the sins I want to do, all this I want, and at the time, if I get shot right before I die, I said, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do a prayer of repentance, so I get into, and I was saying heaven, so I get into heaven. Right? But what if somebody walking and blew my brains out? There's no opportunity for that. Right?
Yeah, really, that's not really repentance either.
Exactly. But that was my childish mind. I'm talking about from 13 through 17, that was my thought. I'm gonna sin as much as I want, but even when I started driving, I was speeding, and then my father would tell me, you're gonna have an accident. I'm saying, well, when I right before the point of impact, I'm going to pray and I'm going to repent so that I can make it into the kingdom. Not kingdom, I was into heaven back then. Right? By me said heaven, let's know my knowledge wasn't in place. Yes, ma'am. No, right here.
This Baptist lady asked me, had I ever heard repentance on the rooftop to the ground?
What's that?
She said, Lord have mercy, forgive me, on your way to the ground, you're going to die. You know, if you get a chance to say that, Lord, save me. If I fall off the rooftop.
Oh.
Repent on your way down.
Halfway there, you stop breathing.
Right.
You die.
You repentance from the rooftop to the ground.
Rooftop to the ground.
Yes, ma'am.
I was gonna say, I think that whole thought process likely came from like when he forgave the thief on the cross. And people get that mixed up. But he was like sincere because he knew he was like the Messiah. He was like, he was already deemed to death. Yeah, I just want to say, because he could have been like all the other wicked people out there, like kill him. But he was like, look, I know I did something wrong, but you don't deserve to be here. Please forgive me. You know, it was like he was repentant. He was sorry.
That's his heart.
Yes, and he had plenty of time to get in a good repentance prayer. He had no time to get sincere with that thing.
The other side of the cross.
Yeah, but the other one didn't repent. That was on the other side.
Wow.
He did not repent. He went on down.
So we know what's happening with him. You know what he can expect. But yeah, those are things we have to actually look at. And you did finish, right? Go ahead, my brother.
Before judgment, examine thyself. And in the day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy.
In the day of visitation. Everybody will be visited by that one. Everybody will get one visit. Everybody that's breathing today, even the baby is going to get a visitation day. Yes, ma'am.
I was going to say the thought process you said you had those years. They actually, when I was younger, used to have plays like that. And it would show us the plays of the Most High forgiving us, but forgiving those people like when they get in the car stuff. They pray, and then they ran look it up, they show those scenes and make us eat that.
Right.
So you're not the only one who think that. It's a lot of us who
A
think
lot
that.
of people used to think that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I gotta do all the dirt I ever wanted to do.
That's actually what they told them.
And
Like,
in the time, boy, get that praying there, man, I'm straight.
Yeah.
I'm gone. I'm right there, right where I need to be at. Yes, ma'am.
I remember years ago, it was about 10 or so years ago, I helped write the play. And it was supposed to be based off the prodigal son. And we outraged some people because we showed the opposite ending. Like, what if, you decided to turn? He was trying to get back to his father.
Mm-hmm.
But he made a bad decision. It ended up in an accident. He was drinking and driving and was like, well, I'm going home with my father. Drinking was the sin.
Wow.
And he was drinking and driving at the time when he was supposed to be going back to repent to his father, and he died. And so we made people upset because it was like, well, y'all was supposed to make it like he returned home.
Right.
And it was like, but that don't always happen.
It don't always happen. Every run is not a good run. There was time I used to be a substance abuse counselor, and I would tell people, you made it back. They come back into treatment, right? And I would tell them, I said, you made it back. I said, it's good day, I'm glad to see you back, brother, or sister, whoever it was. I said, but everybody don't make it back. And I can tell them, the sister person that left out, they was killed over there on 14th Street, or something like that. They didn't make it back. It was in the same class as you. Consider yourself blessed that you made it back. But now you got to do something to stay back. Stop doing those things, going to put your life in jeopardy.
And then even in that first verse, before judgment, examine yourself, and in the day of visitation. We don't know when that is.
That's what I was saying. No man knows the day or the hour. My point exactly, right? So that means that we got to line up for that thing ahead of time.
Consistently, we consider it.
Consistently. They lined up and be open to change, because the first understanding you get may not be right directly. It can be on point, but not directly on point. And everybody should grow daily. The Apostle Paul said, I die daily. There's things that he killed off daily about his personality, about his ways. There's things that he killed off daily of wrongdoing that he killed off daily. So no one is beyond that, Go ahead, my brother.
Humble thyself before thou be sick, and in the time of sin, shew repentance. Let nothing hinder thee to pay thy vow in due time, and defer not until death to be justified. Before thou prayest, prepare thyself, and be not as one that tempteth the Lord. Think upon the wrath that shall be at the end, and the time of vengeance, when he shall turn away his face. When thou hast enough, remember the time of hunger, and when thou art rich, think upon poverty and need. From the morning until the evening, the time is changed, and all things are soon done before the Most High.
And the scripture was saying, before you even get sick, consider yourself before you get sick. Because a lot of us won't wait till we do all we want to do, we get really, really sick. And I'm going to tell you, I used to be really good at this. Hang out, man, and I'm going to tell you, I would drink to the point where I was going to die. And then I would pray. I'm almost on my deathbed, but like, man, I'm pulling up everything but my gut, like everything from my came up to the top. But now, at that point, when I think I'm about to die, now I want to reach out. I should have reached out before then. I should have already reached out. If I had, I would be in that situation. So those times are always wrong. But anyway, that is an understanding. There's many people that probably share that's probably with us one day, but you don't wait till the moment of sickness. Don't wait till you get cancer and now you want to be, now you want to know the Most High.
That's just it's a strong description, man. Especially 24. Think upon the wrath that shall be at the end, and the time of vengeance, and when he shall turn away his face. And I'm saying because it's not, of course, this is an apocryphal, so it's taken out of, what most people are looking at right now. But it's just that most people, this is just not discussed that much. The vengeance is not discussed. The point where he turns away his face is not discussed. And this is directly saying those things, and these are things that we really should think about because he says he's going to do this stuff.
And most people think that when they backslide against the Most High, he just said, "Oh, okay, he's gone. Oh, okay, they're wrong for him." No. He turned his face. He actually turns his face away. There is no such thing as being protected from seen and unseen dangers. Anything that comes upon you that you face, you're on your own, buddy. And that is the way it actually is. Now, there's a way of just showing mercy to a point to get you to a point of where you can get, that your mind may open and you may start to repent, but you don't want to take yourself to that level. That you finish, right, brother? Next time, brother.
Looks like this Romans 1:28 talks about turning us over to a reprobate mind.
That's the one. Romans what?
1:28.
Romans 1:28.
It's like when you keep on doing what we want to do, we want to, you'll let it go.
Romans 1:28, and it reads as follows. 1:28. It says, and even as they did not like to retain Yah in their knowledge, Yah gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. And that's something. Being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, malice, full of envy, murder, debate, and that's something to debate. Deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of Yah, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to their parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of Yah, that they which commit such things are worthy of death. Not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. And that's something? Yeah.
I was just going to say, piggyback off that scripture.
Yes, sir.
In 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9, it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and lying signs and wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness, and them that perish because they receive not the love of truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause, Yahweh shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
And it says it has pleasure in unrighteousness. Right? So now.
It says Yah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because we're turned out back on him.
But a lot of people think because something bad Satan do it to them. That devil, no, buddy. You got that devil with that one. That came straight from your Elohim right there. He did that to you. But let's think about it. It says, and love, but think about this, right? It says, and have pleasure in them that do all those things I read, right? So, let's look at something. So when you look at the performers today, when you look at these worldly rappers, and the things they're saying while they're rapping, and the things they're saying while they're performing, normal women don't get on the floor with their clock out gyrating. Normal men don't get out there and do different things they go on these stages. Those are ungodly things that they're doing. But if you get a career off of seeing that, then from my understanding is that you have a pleasure in them that do all those things that's against the Most High. It has to be working because they get money. They're millionaires. They get money, so somebody's fighting them, somebody's buying their CDs and buying their records and going to their shows. That's how they thrive off of your money. And most of them have a part in their Illuminati. We won't go there. Luke 15, 11 through 20. Luke 15, 11 through 20. Luke 15, 11 through 20. I have a Luke 15. You want to got it? Okay, Luke 15, 11 through 20. Got it? Okay. Luke chapter 15. So let's understand something. It's really funny that the sister in the back mentioned about this prodigal son. Right? Because we're going to drive down the road. So let's go down that road. The other verse says what?
And he said,
a
certain man had 2 sons.
A certain man had not one but 2 sons.
And the younger of them said to his father.
The young one said unto his father,
Father, give me the portion of goods that falleth to me.
Father, yes, son. Give me a portion of goods that falleth unto me. Give me my inheritance. What?
And he divided unto them his living. And not many days after, the younger son gathered all together, and took his journey into a far country.
He got everything he had coming from his inheritance of his father, and he went to a journey into a far country. What?
And there wasted his substance with riotous living.
And he went out and he lived all kind of ways he wanted it. All of it, he just followed hard. He get it in. Took all his inheritance and blew it in the streets with people. And I'm sure he treated people when he got there. You know, hey, get a whole table around. Get it in.
It's too like, he told me pretty much like telling your father, take it long now.
Right, basically. Right. Dad, you ain't gonna die. Can I get mine now, man? You living just a little too long. You ain't gonna do no with it, man. Can I get it? As long as you live, you gonna put a part my inheritance. You put slip my inheritance. You living too long.
And it's also like saying, I don't want people to listen to me. I just get my stuff right now.
Right.
And right out. That's all.
I can't live under the law of this house, this roof. Your roof is too much. But look, since I've been here, you owe me something for being here already. Yes, ma'am.
Is that like Israel? Is that about,
Isn't it? It's just like Israel. Israel turned their back on the Most High and went with whatever they had. And the 13th verse is what?
And not many days after, the younger son gathered all together, and took his journey into a far country, and there wasted his substance with righteous living. And when he had spent all, there arose a mighty famine in that land, and he began to be in want.
After he spent everything he had of famine in the land, even if he had the money, probably wasn't available to him.
And he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country. And he sent him into his fields to feed swine.
He sent him into the fields to feed swine, right? Now think about this. We turn our back on the Most High, and when we hit, I don't know, Annapolis and James out, all them places when the Mayflower came through, and we hit that land, the very first thing they gave was what? Chicken. They gave the worst part of it all. The swine. And they put you out in the field with them. You had to poke them home. You get out of the way, you get in to feed them home. But he said what?
And he would fain have filled his belly with the husk that the swine did eat. And no man gave unto him.
So now wait a minute. You got hear that? It said, and he filled his belly with the husk that the swine did eat. It didn't say the swine would eat. It said that the swine did eat. Is that a difference? What's the difference?
Because he ate after.
She eat with it. The pieces, you know the pieces of it.
No. It said, and he would pain, let me get the word right. Hold on, let's look it up. Let me cross-reference that, let's cross-reference that word. Longer. Okay, and he would pain, or he would always have filled his belly with the husk that the swine did eat, and no man gave unto him. Either way is nasty.
And also, you know, when it says he joined himself to a citizen of that country, that's like he agreed to become that citizen of another country's servant.
Just like America, we over here in this land, Puerto Rico, any place you want to talk about, right? These places, no matter what the land is, right? If you go in and join yourself in, so when we came into this land, and we became slaves in the slave country, there's a lot of us that has been converted unto them. They have put that they have sown in their minds to a point, someone said, this is good to do. You can eat this, you can eat that, you got to live this way. You got to have the biggest house on the hill. You got to have the finest car. You got to have the best furniture in the house. You know, all this stuff supersedes. But this man had considered that at due time, he wasn't going to have anything to eat. He wasn't going to have nowhere to sleep. Right? He left the laws of his father's country, or the land his father owned, and he went to someone else's land. Those things that you brought up with, those things that you're used to, is not anymore. Now you have to be converted.
He also left the wealth and riches of his father. He left the kingdom of his father.
Mm-hmm. Now listen, now the son is getting ready to get a light bulb turned on. Give me that 17th verse.
17. And when he came to himself,
he had to come to himself. It took him to get down. It took him to get down. Low, eat with the hog, or eating the hog because he ate something else nasty, and it's just like him eating what's nasty because he ate the hog and he would have ate that. But go ahead.
when he came to himself, he said, how many hired servants of my father's have bread enough and to spare, and I perish with hunger?
He said, even the servants of my father, the people that work for my father live better than this. They eat and they well. Ain't that something?
And even after he joined himself to the citizen of the other country, they still ain't give him nothing because it says, and no man gave it to him.
No man gave it to him. He got a chance. The man said, okay, you go dwell with all. He had to eat with the hog, man. Eat the hog. And the 18th verse.
Verse 18.
I will arise. He said, I made a decision now. I'm going to get up from here.
I will rise and go to my father, and will say unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before thee.
So you know what? In the Christian world, when they say I sin against heaven, they still got that heaven thing of trying to get back to heaven. They try to connect that sometimes, but there's no connection there. He said, I've sinned against heaven and before thee. When he was saying he sinned against heaven, he said, I've sinned against the Father that dwells in heaven. And before thee, what?
And am no more worthy to be called thy son.
He's out there, but, you know, before Israel actually awakened, before Israel actually awakened themselves and began to go with the laws, statutes, and commandments, right? We weren't even worthy of the Father. if we continue to live lawlessly, we're not worthy of the Father. But just think about the prayers that we had to say coming out of this cruel way of living that we had, that we have been buffooned into living that way. Think about the prayers we had to say in order to get back into the Torah, in order to find out who we were and how we had to go down that line and line ourselves back up with the Most High. But it says, I will rise and go to my Father, and I will say unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before thee, and I am no more worthy to be called thy son.
Make me as one of thy hired servants.
Did you hear Apostle Paul? He's out of the doorkeeper. This boy was the son of the man that owned everything. And he went back to his father and said, look, even if I was your servant, I would live better than I live since I've been gone. Now, to remind you, this guy taking all his inheritance, his father really didn't owe him nothing. Let me cash out. I'm going to cash out, Dad. I'm gone. But then you return and come back now. You spend all yours, now you want to spend mine, right, son? That's the way this works. But that's the way this boy is thinking. So this boy said, look, I would be a servant. The boy was smart because he said, I know I've taken all of my inheritance, but let me work with you. Right? Let me work with my own. You know what I mean? Let me be one of your servants. And what?
And he arose.
And he arose.
And came to his father.
And came to his father.
But when he was yet a great way off,
one thing about the Father, he can identify his son. The Most High knows his people. He knows his people. But when the son hadn't even gotten to him, and the Father identified the son from afar off, and what?
His father saw him and had compassion and ran and fell on his neck and kissed him.
And what?
And the son said unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and in thy sight, and no more worthy to be called thy son. But the father said to his servants,
what did he say?
Bring forth the best robe.
Isn't that something? Because this boy had no rough. He was laying the hall. Let me get you cleaned up here. Bring forth the best robe. We got to clean him up first. Because he had compassion upon him. Let's clean him up. Bring forth the best robe and what?
And put it on him.
And put it on him and what?
And put a ring on his hand.
Isn't that something? And put something of value in his hand. The Most High put something of value in our hands. He put something of value. Something that can't be taken away. Everybody watched the book of Eli. The man had it in his heart. It wasn't in the book. And everybody was searching for the book. Isn't that something? Read, my brother.
And shoes on his feet.
And put shoes. He had his shoes with him. When you have really good, you can tell when you really hit rock bottom when you don't have no shoes. But there are people that's like that today. There are people that's like that today with no shoes. And some of us mad because we can't change shoes. At least you got one pair. If you got two shoes and one sock, you're doing good.
There's some of us in third world countries like that.
There's some in third world countries. That's right.
That's right here.
That's every day.
Right here. But majority of it every day with the poor. All the bricks.
That's right. And some of us around that grid.
We have like
But I'm gonna tell you now.
California and New York have declared state of emergency. In California, they got like 40,000 pounds of feces from the homelessness.
40,000 pounds of feces from the homeless. What are they eating? The house?
No, people have to, somebody got to come and pick it up.
And then they let it stack up. There's a lot of people go to California looking for that dream.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a movie star. That means that in their eye, what those people are doing is just fine. But what they don't realize is the people that you see on TV have been on the couch.
Yeah.
They'll be on the couch. And God knows what they do when they hit that couch. Most producers say, well, look, you can't be in my movie unless you hit the couch, buddy. Male or female. You got to hit the child. If you ever get a chance, look around and read up on that girl, Shirley Temple. All of them, the little boys, and I'm telling you, they got some real terrible, the little rascals, they got some real terrible videos that happen with little rascals. It's terrible, the way they really function those kids out there, it's bad. Some of the stuff that we don't get, that people don't research and don't see it, you're not going to know it.
Kids, Full House, Different Strokes, all of them kids.
They had, from the little rascals, they had little kids, the little black kids act like slaves. Fan with fans. And I'm not going to say this real nasty part about it. We're going to keep going. When you research it, you'll see it. And we're going to go here, brother.
Verse 23.
And bring hither the fatted calf. And bring hither the fatted calf.
And kill it. And let us eat and be merry.
For what?
For this my son was dead. And is alive. He was lost. And is found.
And what?
And they began to be merry.
So you see that? So we got to think about it. And now, wait a minute. There's a term with this thing. We got to understand this. I think I go a little bit farther. But there was a term with this thing. Even though there was two sons, and the younger son is one that left. But when he came back, he had taken his inheritance. When he came back, his father had treated him so great. I mean, he gave him the best robe. He put a ring on his finger. And he killed the fattest calf. The man was out there eating all the ate the hog, he eat what the hog eat. Right? And then it says, and the 25th verse says what?
Now his elder son.
Now his elder son, who was the boy's oldest brother,
now his elder son was in the field. And as he came and drew nigh to the house, he heard music and dancing. And he called one of the servants and asked what these things meant.
What is going on here? Yes, sir.
And he said unto him, Thy brother is come, and thy father hath killed the fatted calf, because he had received him safe and sound. And he was angry, and would not go in. Therefore came his father out, and entreated him. And he answering said to his father, Lo, these many years do I serve thee, neither transgressed I at any time thy commandment. And yet thou never gavest me a kid, that I might make merry with my friends. But as soon as this thy son was come, which hath devoured thy living with harlots, thou hast killed for him the fatted calf.
And read.
And he said unto him, Son, thou art ever with me, and all that I have is thine. It was meet that we should make merry and be glad. For this thy brother was dead, and is alive again, and was lost, and is found.
So in the same term, right? Even though the son left, just like we all had turned our faces against the Most High at one point in time. As we turned and came back, you know that that the angels in heaven rejoice. Right? I'm not saying that you're going to heaven, but I'm saying the angels that are in heaven rejoice. Right? But because someone returned and come into the fold and they begin to say, you know, that they want to learn, they want to be a part of what's going on, they get an understanding of the thing, they get a connection with the Most High, and you see people, keep people around you, try to treat these people as equal, they try to treat them just as good as they treat you or anybody else. There's no reason for us to get mad for anybody coming that comes to the Most High. We should be pumped up when people come in. Oh man, that's wonderful, brother. That's good, sister. Man, I'm so glad you came up in here. You know, this is what happened to me. This is what I do. This is what I said. You know, if my number, if you want to call me, call me. You got any questions? Ask me a question. I'm hoping I'm there for you. And when they call, answer the phone. Don't break the number of your phone and tag the number with their names and they call you. Oh, man, that's fuckery. I ain't calling them fuckery today. You know, I ain't got time for it. I'm trying to get my job done. You know, but we got to be open to the people. But the brother was definitely out of order. His brother should be glad to see his new brother come in. I mean, old brother, and his younger brother come in. And that's what we have to say. Next slide. Oh, we there? No, next. Okay. So that's just what we have to say. We have to examine ourselves, and even we examine ourselves to a point of even dealing with newcomers, or people that have walked away and came back, or you name it. We still have to we have to examine ourselves on our way, how we receive, how we treat ourselves, how we line ourselves with the word, not pointing fingers at others, but pointing fingers at ourselves. If there's room for us to, if we take out the opportunity and consider ourselves and the things that we do, there's no reason or no opportunity to consider others and what they do. And if there's a turn and they come back willingly, openly, gracefully, receive it. Yes, brother.
I just want to join in with that and say that, now this was Yahushua's parable, but we see the same thing, I believe it's an accident after that, where we had the kingdom split. We had the kingdom of Israel and the kingdom of Judah. Mm-hmm. And the kingdom of Judah, Israel left. So they thought really, really bad, called them Gentiles and everything else. Mm-hmm. But he's coming back to join the Gentiles. Right. But Judah was treating the people, the Gentiles, the Gentile Israelites, badly and looking down upon them when they were trying to come back and they were trying to learn, even though they were getting things wrong and stuff like that. Well, we're doing the same things today. So, prayer, thankfully, the Most High has helped us and given us some understanding. Not all understanding, some understanding. Yes. And there will be people that come from no faith, people that come from Christianity, people that come from Islam, and the African thing, all of these different things, they get stuff wrong. But we still get things wrong. So we have to, like you just said, look at ourselves, not look down on people, but try to help them out. Not cuss at them like we've seen some people do, not talk bad about them, not denigrate them because they're wrong. But try to be open, just like we have to be open to correction ourselves.
Exactly, because nobody came in this thing with all the answers. If you had it right when you first got into it, you like where you came in. And I don't mean that door, I mean the door of the Most High, the door of righteousness, right? And the door of your line up with the Word and the Torah. But we do know that there was most of Israel had been defaced or been taken away from the Torah because they knew that when they came and made their agreement to make us no more of a nation in Psalms 83, when they agreed to make us no more of a nation, they know the only way they were going to do that was to separate us from our Elohim. And then they gave us a false redeemer. So they had us all jacked up all the way around, But we thank the Most High for lining us up, getting us where we are today, and we thank the Most High for giving that mind of considering not only ourselves, but considering others. So I want to thank the Most High, I thank each and every one of you. I do want to say once again that Brother Eric, you opened up well. Everything went really great with that. I appreciate you and all you do. Awesome job, okay? All right, so I'm going to say shalom.